That's fun. Or you could do Tulsa King.
It is a little weird. People showing up with guns to the story hour.
It is very weird.
Feels like it's a bit much.
It feels a little excessive.
And I think story hour is a little. It's like it's
story
forced.
hour is
It's forced.
Yeah.
So I don't think anyone wants to read to kids. It's boring.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But obviously, if you have a kid, it's important to read to them. But like nobody wants. Like nobody like is like, oh, it's Wednesday.
Yeah.
I gotta. Unless you're like a lonely old woman.
Mm-hmm.
That's who should do story hour. Like lonely old women who are like, I have nothing.
Yeah.
I have nothing at all. And then they're like, and every Wednesday, this old bitch looks forward to going to read to these kids.
Yeah, but COVID wiped them out, so you got to go to the next rung on the ladder, which is drag queens. It goes from lonely old women.
And then what are those guys? You show up with guns. It seems like a bit much.
Yeah, it is a bit much.
It seems a bit much.
Yeah, but then you go like, well, what about the, like is it weird to take a kid to a drag show? Maybe not. I don't know.
It depends.
It depends. Yeah.
It's odd. You have a kid. I don't have a kid.
Yeah.
So I feel like kids would see drag queens like clowns.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't they not even understand? Like, unless it's like very sexualized, the show.
No, but the reaction to it, is much crazier.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't think drag shows are appropriate for kids. Like if they're at like drag bar, But if a kid sees a drag queen do it like at a brunch or something, wouldn't they just be like, oh, it's a clown?
Yeah.
Like, because drag queens kind of look like clowns.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. That seems to be what I would think. But people get it's a cultural battleground.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not as familiar with it.
Why do we still have libraries?
Yeah, I don't know.
Why is there even a place to do this? Why do we have, it's a good question. Why are there libraries?
Yeah. It's just a waste of money.
It's a waste of...
That money could be going to war.
It's a waste of money. It should be to go for the Ukraine.
Yeah. Yeah, we could... Yeah.
Nobody goes to libraries.
Ukraine or Israel.
Israel deserves more
Close
money.
the libraries and send the money to Israel.
How much money do they need to beat the Palestinians? The Palestinians have no weapon. They have nothing.
Yeah, but they have the
rockets.
They have God on their side.
They have the rockets, and Allah on their side. Do you think that's the way? Do you think that's the way Israel presented to the United States? They're like, listen, I know the United States is like, how much
Look,
money?
I know they live in mud.
Yeah,
but they do have the power of.
Yeah. They have Allah and they have God on their side, and the United States is like, that's a good point. Here's another $3 billion.
Look, you have to remember, we are evil, and no one likes us. Because we shoot children and journalists in the head.
Dude, Barry Weiss, the best thing ever. She was on my podcast. I'm like, yeah, but you shell schools with the kids in them. She's like, we also have to shell hospitals. I'm like, that's your defense?
Yeah.
I was like, that's the defense? She's like, yeah, because that's where Hamas, they use shields of children. I'm like, that's an odd defense.
She's kind of a ding-dong, huh?
Well, she's very into that nation.
Yeah,
she's smart. Barry's smart.
Yeah.
But
that's the thing. People who are into Israel, they really like it.
She's smart, and she's clearly smart, but she's really relentlessly pro-Israel. Like if Ireland did half the things Israel did, I'd go, oh, fuck that. Like I'm not as deep in.
Sure. But then you can make the argument if the children are not human shields if you're blowing them up, right?
Right. That's a good point.
Yeah. I heard it on Chapo.
Yeah, she's into it. She's into Israel. Mm-hmm. That's her beat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And she came on and she made some arguments. I had Abby Morton on too. I had Abby on, and then people yelled at me, so I had Barry on, and then people yelled at me, and then I should have had nobody on.
Right.
Because what did we solve here?
Yeah.
It's the whole thing. You have these people on.
Yeah.
One side goes nuts.
Yeah.
Then you have the other person on. The other side goes nuts. And I'm like, oh, I'm an Irish guy from Long Island.
Right,
Why am I inserting myself into this?
But look at the power dynamic.
Centuries-long feud.
Yeah. But no, it's not centuries long. It's like decades long.
Well, they're beefing about biblical shit, kind of.
I don't think so.
Kind of. I
think people want you to believe that the conflict is complicated.
Yeah.
So that you stay out of it, and you're anti-Semitic if you say anything about it.
I am not that educated about it. Mm-hmm. All that I've always thought about it is that it seems weird that you keep building settlements.
Yeah.
And you keep pushing the borders
bulldozing,
out. Yeah. And that seems very antagonistic.
Yeah.
But I don't,
And they shot that journalist in the head.
Yeah.
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 I don't know.
You know, but the beef seems to go back.
Did you see that? Abby Martin put out that documentary and she's interviewing people in Israel and they're like, she's like, well, so how do you think we solve the problem? And they're like, you know, it's very difficult, but
I saw the
I think
documentary.
maybe what you have to do is kill them all.
Yeah, she came on my show. We talked about the doc she made. Yeah, Gaza Fights for Freedom.
She's cool. What's she like in real life?
She's cool.
Yeah, she's cool.
Cool, you know?
Yeah.
Kind of laid back.
But at the end of the day, what are you going to do about
What am I
What are you going to do?
What am I going to do about that? You know what I mean? Are they buying tickets?
Yeah, right.
Palestinians really buying tickets?
Palestinians buying.
You know what I mean? Like, let's cut the shit. It's like, you know, I mean, listen, I don't want anything to happen to them, but I have no control over what Israel does.
No.
So it's like we could all talk, and all these podcasts can talk endlessly about everything. No one cares.
Yeah.
So just make your money.
Let's watch that 8-year-old again.
Yeah. No, but that's better entertainment. You know, it's like, that's the thing TLC realizes. TLC gets it. They get it a little bit. They go, you know what? Here's the reality. We're just going to put a girl on who looks 8 and see who will fuck her. That's the reality. Imagine a TLC show called Understanding the Middle East.
Right.
That's not doing numbers.
Sometimes you got to just shut your brain. Now, I wonder what the percentage of people who watch these shows that have like PhDs and stuff, you know?
Interesting.
They just want to shut their brains off.
They want to shut their brains off and just watch something. Hey, somebody who's 600 pounds.
Watch a couple with Down syndrome who fucks the shit out of each other.
Yeah. I mean, there's something nice about that. Somebody goes, Shauna Ray, I just love watching this show. Shauna is such a beautiful, sweet young lady. And seeing how she handles the struggle she has in life is really inspiring. I understand her need for independence.
This is great. It's half 5-star reviews and half 1-star reviews.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people love it.
You would go to a restaurant that had reviews like that.
Yeah, some people really like it.
Yeah.
My wife and I have fallen in love with this family. Okay. The next one. I was expecting more from TLC. We all know reality TV is based upon editing and setting up particular scenarios to keep viewers coming back. But this show literally places this young lady in a situation every episode where her age is put into question. Be it in a bar, amusement park ride, tattoo parlor, sex shop. It's so cornballed. You can almost see it coming a mile away. They put her in a sex shop?
Today we're going to find me a dildo.
I'm getting a dildo today at a sex shop. I'm really excited. I'm really excited to go to the pleasure chest to get a dildo. Try to find that episode of the sex shop. I love how we did a 5-minute Israel recap.
Yeah. Guys, if you don't want to hear the Israel-Palestine stuff,
but you immediately start circling the drain with that, where you go, I don't. Yeah, it is unfair that the Palestinians live like that. You know, it is.
Yeah, Mike and Tim get real about Israel and Palestine.
It's like, I don't think they should live like that. And maybe they would.
Yeah,
buy
well,
tickets.
It's funny because, but the people that you meet, like that you meet in the world who are like into Israel, are really into it.